Why hello there guys, my name is Bejcon, and you are watching In Real Life with Bejcon. So in today's show, I actually want to talk about something completely different from gaming. So as many of you guys know, I am often, in the search for changing my life to the better. And that's something that I'm always working on, no matter if it's on stream, when I'm playing games, when I'm working, when I'm, working out, or whatever I'm doing in my life. I'm always trying to make it as good as livingly possible. And then different people do this in different ways, and I think everybody, want to develop and, learn new stuff. But there's different ways of doing that. So what I've decided to do about a month ago is to try something new. And that is to actually try to wake up every morning 1 hour earlier than I actually need to. So in the gaming community, this might seem kind of weird. But what I do is pretty much if I have to go up 6 a.m., I go up 5 a.m. If I have to go up 8 a.m., I go up 7 a.m. and so on. I will always try to go up about 1 hour earlier than I actually have to, or exactly 1 hour earlier than I actually have to. Why do I do that? Well, there are, of course, different ways of learning stuff. I'm definitely more of a practical guy, so I like to get my hands into stuff and actually do something, and by that my brain kind of registers what's happening and I learn it. But I want to get better in reading and learning that way, and I tried reading in evenings for a couple of months, I'd say. I tried ebooks, I tried audiobooks, I've tried everything, but in the evenings I'm just so out of energy. I've been working the entire day, I've been making YouTube videos, I've been live streaming with you guys, maybe, heck, I've been out partying and I'm super hangover as well, on top of the other stuff. So in the evenings, I'm often really tired, and I don't have that much energy to actually take stuff in. When you start reading the same line over and over again, and you're like, So instead, I'm going up 1 hour early to read for 30 minutes, nothing more and nothing less. So I'm not sitting for a full hour, but I go up 1 hour early. I do my morning routine. I take my shower, I brush my teeth. I have my breakfast. I light up candles in my living room, and then I sit in my couch and I take 30 minutes of reading. And I'm not just reading anything. I'm reading books that will actually, propel me in a positive direction throughout the entire day. So currently, I'm reading a book by John P. Cutter called Leading Change. That book is about pretty much making a change in a big corporation or making a change at a company. And that's something that I actually can use in my work right now. But I'm not reading this because I can use it in my work only. I'm also reading this because obviously this is something that once I've read it, I will know it. And hopefully I won't forget it, at least not that fast. Or I will at least remember some things of it, and by just looking back at it in the future, I might actually remember what it was all about. So that's what I'm reading right now. I'm also, I have a huge list of books that I want to read. I want to read... what's that one called? It's Napoleon Hill. He has a lot of cool books. You should definitely check that guy out. He's pretty much the most known guy when it comes to success and motivation and stuff like that. I want to read about self-esteem. I want to read about... I don't know what it's called in English, but there are, self-esteem is one thing, feeling bad or good about yourself and, what you're doing when you wake up in the morning. I have a very good self-esteem, but I haven't always had that. That's something that I've been working with for a long time, throughout my entire, life, I guess. I have been, in one or another way, I've been working with self-esteem and, motivation and stuff like that. I've always felt that I'm kind of, and I don't want to, get across as cocky here, but I've always felt that I'm kind of ahead on terms of motivation and stuff like that. I always try to see everything, literally everything that happens in my life, I try to see in a positive light. And this is nothing that I got from anyone. I haven't read this, I didn't watch a movie on this, I didn't see a speech on it, I haven't seen a keynote, I haven't watched a TED Talk. I just... Once, when I was 16 or something, I just figured, what the fuck? I don't need to see things negative, I want to see them positive instead. So that's just how I live my life. For example, today I just got home from work. It's 9:30 or 9:30, 30 minutes past 9 p.m. In the evening, and I had to work evening, even though I should be off today. Really, I had to go into work, which wasn't very, isn't super fun. When I would rather be here, with you guys playing video games and making YouTube videos. But I try to see this in a positive light. Firstly, I got to learn stuff. I got to meet all my colleagues. I got to drive on the roads when there was like no traffic at all, which was pretty nice because it's a Sunday when I'm recording this. And in Sweden, when you work on a Sunday, you get more pay because we're involved in something called handelsavtalet. So the buyer's deal, but never mind that. You know what I mean. So, I always try to see stuff in a positive light. So that's that for the first point of today. Get up 1 hour earlier and try to get 30 minutes in of quality reading. And that should be reading something that will actually motivate you throughout the rest of the day. So by reading something that motivates you, that's that'll be in the back of your head for the rest of the day when you do other stuff. Then you just when you're done with the reading, you just go back to the normal routine, you go to work, blah 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 blah. But eventually when a question is gonna come up from work, can you help me do this, from a colleague, or a customer says do this, but they say it in a mean way, instead of just being grumpy about it, probably something that you read that morning will help you make make a decision that will help your life develop in a positive way. So that's something I'm working on right now. Pretty funny, and I really like it so far. And I've already, in just a week, I'm now about a month in, but in just a week, I noticed like big differences in how my life was on a day-to-day basis. And I know it sounds weird, but I really noticed big differences in a way that I began thinking even more positive than before, and I also could instantly implement many of the things I read, which was pretty cool actually. And my managers were like, whoa, this guy, he knows what he's doing. Should give him a pay raise and a promotion. Next topic of today. So today I'm actually gonna try to focus on in real life stuff rather than the gaming stuff, as I said in the beginning of this video. So I'm actually thinking of doing a sleeve. So on the guns, such a mess. I'm actually thinking of doing a sleeve. This is something I've been thinking of for a while. I know one thing that I want to make. I want to have a tattoo, well, pretty much here. So not on the outside, but on the inside here. But I want to do an entire sleeve. And I'm not really sure on what to do right now. But I know there's this tattoo artist in Stockholm who is amazing because he did one of my friend's arms or sleeves. And that's just the best tattoo work art I've ever seen in real life. Like, I've seen pictures, we've all seen those pictures on Google, best tattoos ever and stuff like that. And they're amazing. And this art was as good. It was as good or better. Nothing. I found nothing literally to complain at. Like, nothing about the shadowing, about anything. So I got really, really psyched about doing that. I haven't booked my time yet. You have to book time with this guy like half a year in advance. So if I book the time now in the beginning of February, I will probably have the time in August, so after the summer. But I think I'm going to do that anyway. I think the price for doing like a full sleeve with this guy is about 30,000 kroners ish. So that will be perhaps 3,000 euros or 4,500, 5,000 US dollars, something like that. That's just a fun note. Thinking of the sleeve. If you guys have any suggestions on what should be on that sleeve, honestly now guys, drop a comment in the comment section below. And I might actually do your tattoo on my sleeve. It's highly unlikely, but it could happen. Okay, so time to do some YouTube questions. So the first question is from Knut Leven. And Knut is asking, Bejcon, what's your Battle.net ID? Do you give that to your followers for us to add you in on Battle.net? So I'm not gonna give out my Battle.net in this YouTube video because then I'm gonna get so many friend requests. But then again, occasionally when we do live streams on twitch.tv/Bejcon, the address you can see right here. When we do the live streams, I often play with you guys, play with the viewers, and of course I have to give out my Battle.net ID for that to work out. So if you want to have that, check in on the live streams, and let's make sure that we get to play with each other. That was like the worst sentence ever, but you got the point. Live streams, gaming, viewers with Bejcon. Okay. So we got like loads of questions and foremost loads of comments on YouTube, which you guys know I love. It's amazes me that people actually, you guys actually take the time to comment on my videos and to help me get better, and to point out stuff I'm not doing right, and also to write that you're actually liking what I'm doing. For example, Bejcon wrote that I really like the music in your videos, especially this one, and he linked to a specific video, a specific song, and it just makes me feel very happy. It's fucking you guys, you're awesome. You're fucking awesome. I tried answering all the questions that I had on YouTube, and I think I actually managed. So pretty much, if you go to any one of my YouTube videos that has a question to it, or often only a statement like "good job, bro," I've tried to answer pretty much everything. So if you have any questions for next week's In Real Life with Bejcon, post those questions beneath this video, and I will definitely keep those questions in mind and try to answer as many as possible in the next video next week. But right now we are still in this week's video, so this next point I wanted to talk about is making a difference. So I'm getting really deep and girly, I guess. No, that wasn't the right word. I love girls, and you're not deep. Or are you? Okay, scratch that. That came out all wrong. So the next point I want to talk about is making a difference. Everybody's been there. When you walk to work, or when you walk to school, or when you're out on town, or you've seen perhaps a homeless person. They're sitting there with their jar of money and like, oh, give me something, or whatever they're saying. Maybe they're not even saying anything. They're just sitting and they're looking miserable, and you feel so bad. Most of us, at least I do. I feel like shit when I walk past them. What I try to do is, which maybe seems like a douche move, but I always at least try to say hi and acknowledge them as a person, because I definitely think they're as much worth as you and me, even though they might not have a place to live or a place to stay. Today it's hard, I think, with giving money to them. I obviously want to, and if I have like spare coins, I always give them away. The problem is I rarely ever have spare coins. Like nobody has. Everybody uses cards nowadays. And although I'm not sure what I would have done if they would have said, I take card. I'm not sure what I would do in that situation, if I'm gonna be honest here. Because I want to make a difference in a bigger way than just, giving a homeless person 10 kroners or 5 kroners. Also giving nothing, giving $1, it doesn't feel enough. Like you don't want to give at least, $10 or even more to actually make a little bit of a difference. And then again, you don't even know where that money is going. If he's gonna take it to his boss or, some slave guy, we don't know. We have no idea. I have no idea. You have no idea. So I want to make a bigger difference than that. And then honestly right now I'm just, this is just from in here and from in here, I'm pointing at the heart. Actually, I have a heart. I can assure you of that. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do, but I've been thinking of this for several years. Since I was maybe 20 or something, 19 years, 19 years perhaps. I've been thinking of how can I, make a difference in the world. And I know it sounds super cheesy, and I'm not gonna save people by just saying something like this, but I'm actively, honestly thinking about, is there any kind of business I could start, or a business I could run, or a mission I can go on, where I could actually make a difference? I'm not talking about, streaming for charity, even though I think that's an amazing idea, but there are already so many people doing that, so I'll let them, do that. That's gonna be their thing. And I'm not talking about taking donations and stuff. I'm talking about, really doing a difference. I'm talking about starting up a company to, help people employ themselves, in Africa or something. And I know this sounds kind of fussy right now, but I'm honestly trying to think about different ideas, and if there's any way I could do this. I've had several companies in the past, and I know how to talk and I know how to sell things. So I think with that experience, it might be possible to do something really, really cool. And if you guys perhaps have any ideas, as always, comment below. But that's something I want to do. I really want to do it and make a difference. I really, really want, honestly, to make a difference. I could even quit my job if I knew that I could make a difference. But I just have to know what. So that's something that I'm definitely thinking about on like a daily basis, pretty much. So this is getting pretty long. Next point of today. The games I'm gonna play from now on in the YouTube channel, and obviously this has been the past as well, but maybe not as much. And the games I'm gonna play now is gonna be 100% games that I wanna play. So for example, right now, as you guys know, we have a lot of Hearthstone content because I really enjoy playing Hearthstone. So if I find a game that I really wanna play and that I enjoy playing, that's what I'm gonna play. And obviously if you guys have tips on games you think I might enjoy and I might like, as always, comment below, comment below. This video should have so many comments because you have so many things to comment on. But I'm definitely gonna keep on playing games that I really enjoy. So I think we're gonna see a lot of Hearthstone content in the future, because that's what I enjoy playing right now. I'm also obviously gonna finish Outlast, and when I finish Outlast, I at least wanna have 2 different games going, like 2 different game series going at the same time. So when I eventually finish Outlast, and I can assure you guys, it's like at least 5 or maybe up to 10 parts left before that happens. But when that eventually happens, I'm probably gonna find another horror game. Not because I really like horror games, but because I really enjoy editing that footage, and because I enjoy you guys watching that footage, because I know people enjoy me pooping my pants. So like that's another kind of enjoyment, I guess. So that about that. The last part of today's show is actually regarding the Fragbite show I'm doing currently in Swedish though, but I'm doing a show called Bejcon Besöker, which translates into Bacon Visits. So I'm going around, or I have been going around on town, asking random people about esports, and it's been super fun to record and super fun to do, and you know, we got so many positive comments and so much positive feedback on the show, so I'm definitely gonna continue that. But at this point in time, I just don't want to do the same thing over and over again. I just don't want to go back on town and just asking people questions. I've done that twice now. That should be enough. So I want to do something new in the next part of Bacon Visits, and that could be anything. It could be, you know, Bacon Visits a football game. It could be Bacon Visits, I don't know, Inferno Online in Stockholm. It could be Bacon Visits some famous esports guy. Would you like to see me go home to like an esports personality and like interview them in a, you know, a funny and catchy way? I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions on what you would like to see me do in Bacon Visits, please drop a comment below. I'm pretty much up for anything. I just want to make fun and awesome content that people like. What the heck, you know, I could dress up as Darth Vader and go and order cheeseburgers in my underwear. I don't care. I'd do anything if it's a cool and good idea, and if it's reasonable, and you know, if it's really doable. I'll definitely do it. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, drop a like if you want me to make more videos like this. Take it easy until next time, guys, and stay bacon. Come along.